award-winning list of standard features. Jump the pump with Subaru staying power. Suggested retail prices from $52.79. See Greenlees, Imran Oswald, Rockwood, Tom Gregg, Bob Brown, Dick Hanna, and Thornley. Winning buys on Subaru.
Inexpensive and built to stay that way.
From the Portland Sports Arena, this is Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Marv Tonkin Ford, we're your number one. And by Tom Petersons, who wishes you a very happy Easter this weekend from Southeast 82nd and Foster Road. Well, once again, a great Saturday evening to you all. I don't know if you can tell in the background yet, but we have got them loaded to the rafters at the Sports Arena tonight. The world champ is here, of course. We've got some other surprises for you, and as I've been telling you the last couple of Saturdays, the last 3 or 4 Saturdays, that something in the air, something ultra exciting. I'll tell you, it's a big one here. Hacksaw Sawyer, just 21 years old, getting a shot at the world champion. Whether we get that on TV or not, we will just have to wait and see. But before we get anything done, let's hear from one of the men makes our show possible, talking about Marv Tonkin. Speaking for him, here's Alan Tonkin. For Marv Tonkin Ford.
Hi, I'm Jeff Gilbertson from Marv Tonkin Ford. Al Tonkin's running a little bit late. This is my big chance. I'm not going to blow it. If you're looking for a good used car priced under $1,000 to $2,000, remember, budget-priced used cars are a specialty at Fort Stark, the last chance to buy a car before you head over the mountain. Here are just a few examples from our current inventory. How about this 1968 Plymouth Fury 2-door hardtop with a V8, automatic, and power steering? $10.95 might be a good price. We had it at $6.50, but tomorrow it's priced at only $4.95. And here's a great 1974 Mustang 3-door with V6, 4-speed, and mag wheels. Some places might price as high as $23.95, but this weekend at Fort Stark, our price is just $16.95. And check out this 1970 Ford LTD Squire Wagon with V8 and air. You might find it priced as high as $18.95 on some lots, but the Fort Stark price is only $6.95. First come, first pleased. And if you're looking for a good work truck, come out and take a look at this 1970 F100 with V8 and automatic. A lot of lots might want as much as $1,800, but our price tomorrow morning will be just $8.95. Remember, these are only a few examples. We've got scores to choose from right now, and that's at Fort Stark. The last chance to buy a car before you head over the mountain, located at 12345 Southeast Stark. Easter basket.
Gilbertson.
From who?
I don't know who it's from. I'm just supposed to ask you a riddle.
Yes?
What kind of person has missed out on the great buys at Fort Stark this weekend?
What kind of person? I have no idea.
An egghead.
Oh.
Egghead.
Finally,
Alan.
fitting revenge. That's Fort Stark. Last chance to buy a car before you get over the mountain. That's egg on your face.
Dutch Savage for well-planned insurance.
3 things you need for your car. You have to fuel it, you have to keep it maintained, and you have to insure it. The fuel and the maintenance are easy, but sometimes it's hard to find reasonably priced car insurance. If that's the case with you, call Well Planned Insurance. They specialize in solving car insurance problems. You'll probably save money at Well Planned, and you can use their easy monthly payment plan.
Well-planned insurance, solving car insurance problems for over 25 years. Call the office nearest you for a free quote.
We're going to have a little surprise for the first match. A young man spending a little time in the Northwest. A full house crowd at the Portland Sports Arena. Here to see the world champion and maybe see that title change hands.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The first event this evening will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 280 pounds from New York City, Kreischer Stasiak. His opponent in this corner, 235 pounds from Hawaiian Island, just back from a long tour of the East Coast, Jimmy Afey. Referee, stand by.
Viva Jimmy Afey, or Afey. We understand he's improved a great deal since he left here, and he was doing pretty cutting, picking good here. He and Rocky Johnson are related, incidentally, by marriage. Rocky married, I believe, a cousin of Jimmy Oppe's. Mrs. Johnson, incidentally, a princess over in the islands, and a beautiful one at that, I might add. Well, how much are we going to be heard tonight? We'll have to wait and see. There is a Tuesday show coming up this week. A world champ, whoever it might be, whether it be Ric Flair or Hacksaw Sawyer or somebody else, will be defending their title. Flair will be here whether he has the title or not on that Tuesday card. Buddy Rose is the one insisting that he should be able to get the winner. The winner of tonight's match between Ric Flair, the NWA World Champ, and Hacksaw Sawyer. The reason I brought it up so early is that we were a sellout before the doors opened here tonight. All the reserved seats are sold out, and I believe we've had to turn some away. So I'm going to quickly give you the information about tickets. 289-4222 tomorrow. Usually that ticket office is not manned on Monday, so I'll tell you Sunday and Tuesday, and then remind you that you can come out, buy the tickets, and not have to wait in line to pick them up if you come out to the flea market here at the Sports Arena tomorrow. Just giving you fair warning because we're expecting another sellout for the appearance of the world champion. Wouldn't it be great for the local fans? See Hacksaw take the title? Well, we'll know in a couple hours. And remember, Larry the Axe and Kurt Hennig are going after the Army tonight also. We don't know what we're going to have on television yet. But what you don't hear, you can hear on KYXI tomorrow morning. 8:18, 9:18, and 10:18. 3 reports wrestling wrap-up. Offbeat coming back, swinging it. Stanislaus Stasiak. Stan the man. Wall-to-wall wrestling fans at the old Sports Arena tonight. Excitement in the air. Stasiak with the hold. I'll tell you, they got so many seats down on the floor that those front rows in a few places aren't but 3 feet away from the ring. We may have some of them going out among them tonight. Good week to mention, I think. We get frequent jibes about the phoniness of wrestling. Local anonymous columnist, he'll remain anonymous as far as I'm concerned, talked about it. Well, Andy Kaufman, the television comedian, also thought it was phony and got into the ring with Jerry Lawler. Andy Kaufman's in the hospital, so anybody else wants to test the same theory about it being phony, come to me and I'll set up a few minutes in the ring with you. With a wrestler of your choice, maybe somebody obese. Stan the man says, don't try that again. It didn't work too well. Lock up. Shot to the midsection on the back of the head. Everywhere I look, I see wrestling fans, and I do believe they had to lock the doors. Turn some away. should be like this all week. So when we tell you the towns where wrestling is, you folks there, be sure and try to get your tickets early. It's a champ's going to be in all the towns. The colorful Ric Flair. Stasiak with a claw hold. Base of the neck. Dandy Sandy Barr is the referee. Offie trying to break the hold. Sandy Barr taking the word from the crowd. And I'll tell you, size of this crowd, I think I might do that also if I were in there officiating. Could be a night in history. It would not only be Northwest history if the world title changed hands tonight, but it would be world history, because Hacksaw would become the youngest heavyweight champion of the world ever. He's already at 20, the youngest Northwest champion. Stasiak got a shot to the midsection, and another one. Offie, a little upset, so let's get it on. Downstairs, headbutt. Stasiak with rubbery legs. Pulls down to the concrete, trying to shake it off. They lock up. Stasiak goes to the eyes, coming with the hard punch. Don't know, he blocked it. And back with a headbutt. The legs turn into jelly. Right cross. Stasiak dropped to the canvas. The whip. Threw in a little judo chop. Caught him right in the solar plexus. Stasiak gets him on the rope. He's choking. Working on young Offie. And he's going to be DQ'd. He failed to break it when he was warned. Offie wins it on a DQ. All you folks out there, I want you to get a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. I'll mention that next Saturday night, Mitch Mitchell. Guy goes 250 or more, comes out of Mississippi, a wild man who claims he can run all the wrestlers out of the Northwest. That's Mitch Mitchell. Will be making his debut next Saturday night. And then in May, watch for Dutch Schultz, 265-pounder that I understand really gives out some trouble. We'll take a quick look at Dave Schultz. Calls himself Dr. D once in a while, probably for destruction. We'll have to wait and see when he gets here. All right, if we're ready, here's where action is all this week. And going into a week from tomorrow, the world champion on all these cards, to my knowledge, Findlay over near the Tri-Cities in Oregon. Monday, Supercard at the college there in Longview. Tickets at the locker room next Tuesday. A special card here in Portland at Sports Arena. Wednesday, the Super Shootout. They've got about 3 main events down there. Wednesday in Seattle. Thursday in Salem at South Salem High School. The champ is going to defend his title against Rocky Johnson. Friday in Eugene, Rocky gets a shot if he doesn't take it Thursday. I know Elton Owen's got a big one down there. Ric Flair on all those cards, remember, a heavyweight champion of the world. And a quick reminder now, anybody who beats Flair picks up the champ's schedule for a period of about a month, so that you're guaranteed, if we say the world champion's going to be there, he is going to be there. And Ric Flair, if he loses the title, agrees to meet 2 weeks of bookings. So you know you're going to see the world champion even if it isn't Ric Flair. And if Ric Flair is defeated, you know you're going to see him. In most cases, he would get a rematch the next night against whoever took the title away from him. That is just the traditional way of doing it. But you can rest assured that you'll see him, whether he's still the heavyweight champion or not. We'll be right back. We're going to take a short time out and hear from one of our sponsors. And I have no one nearly telling me, nobody special. Well, I'm sure they're special, but nobody regular. How about that? We'll be right back.
Was your divorce final last year?
Yes, it was.
Did you receive alimony?
Yes, I did.
Did you have unemployment?
At most national tax firms, when you speak, everyone listens. Simple or complex, Columbia Bookkeeping and Tax Service has private rooms, competitive fees, and similar guarantees to national firms. Why settle for less? Columbia Bookkeeping is locally owned in Portland, Beaverton, and Vancouver.
Artisans? Well, they've been around these parts a long time. It's the artesian brewing water that makes Olympia beer taste so darn good. Now, there ain't nobody ever see the artesian because they keep to themselves. But sometime late at night, you call them, they'll answer you. Hello?
Well, Dutch Savage seemed to have gotten something in his eye. Taking his place, we're going to talk a little wrestling with Rocky Johnson.
I ain't taking his place. I'm just doing the man a favor. He asked me to get out here because he got a severe eye injury, and he asked me to get out here and tell the people where we're wrestling on that next week. As you know, tomorrow night, Frank, we in Findlay. Monday, we in Longview. Tuesday, we got a Portland special here. Wednesday, we're in Seattle. Thursday, we in Salem. Friday's my night. I'm going to tell you why. I got my chance at the world champion. Elton Owens wouldn't give me a contract that I can face the world champion Friday night in Eugene. No, I don't know who the world champion is going to be. He might lose the title by then. I don't know. But all I know, Daddy, is that I got the chance to become the world champion Friday night right in Eugene. And then Saturday, we're back here in Portland, Frank.
Right. And a big one Tuesday here in Portland. We're going to talk more about that later. I want to thank you very much for coming up, Rock. Congratulations on getting that shot, and the best of luck to you.
Thank you, Frank. Hey, all I'm going to say this week, I'm going to be training and doing my best because this is my title shot right in Eugene, and I just want to thank Elton Owens for giving it to me. And, brother, I ain't going to let anybody down. It's like it's always nice to talk to you, Frank.
Thank you, Rock. Longview on Monday night, Columbia College Gym. Here, Portland. Tuesday, Wednesday in Seattle, Thursday it's at South Salem High School. And I tell you, that's going to be a super one there. They've got a couple matches lined up. At Seattle is something else, I tell you. Friday in Eugene, next Saturday back at Portland. And at least through Friday, Ric Flair will be on all those, title or not. We'll be right back. Ellen talking now for Marv, talking Ford.
Marv Talking Ford is proud to announce a new 5% cash assistance program from Ford on any new Mustang, Fairmont, Granada, Escort, or EXP, plus Ford Care coverage that covers almost everything but the gas for the first 2 years or 24,000 miles. But Marv Talking Ford does the competition better because we'll give you $2,000 off dealer window sticker on any new EXP or $1,000 off dealer window sticker for your old car and trade, even if you have to push, pull, or drag it in. And if you don't have a trade, well, we'll give you $500 off. Remember, that's only at Marv Talking Ford, where you're number one.
A Jacobson Super Bagger owner is very smart. He knows its big bag holds 3 bushels, and that means fewer stops. But he also knows once word gets out he owns a Jacobson, everyone will want to borrow it. So a Jacobson owner has to be more than smart.
Hey, I heard you got a
Jason. He has to be very clever.
At Fred Meyer Lawn and Garden Centers in Yamhill Farm and Home Supply, Yamhill.
Right now, if you're watching this and you're alone, lonely, then keep watching, because this is for you. Companions, Companions is the name of a group of professional people who do what the name says. Help you find a companion. Someone who shares your interests, your likes and dislikes. We do this by matching your characteristics to those of someone who also is tired of being alone. How can strangers perform such a personal service? Doesn't it take a friend? Someone you've known for a long while? Sometimes. But we do it by not getting emotionally involved. The emotions are left for you, where they belong. Companions. When you're ready to break the invisible chain of loneliness, all it costs is a phone call to find out how. Companions. Freedom from loneliness.
Strap yourself in at home, ladies and gentlemen. Something very, very rare. A world title defense seen on television. Seldom, if ever, on local television, a battle for the heavyweight championship for the world. Look at that, will you? Nature boy, Ric Flair. And I tell you, that robe, a sucker got to go $10,000. Remember, they used to have them for 3 and 4. I don't think they make those kind for that kind of money anymore. Down on to do the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it wasn't for the sponsors of the wrestling card, you'd never get to see them on TV. So, at the request of our very wonderful sponsors who make these programs possible, that they asked me to, if we had a sellout crowd, to put the match on TV, and we're going to break precedent and do this because usually the world champion never appears on a television, but because this is Ric Flair's first trip to the Pacific Coast, he okayed it tonight for the one and only time. So, ladies and gentlemen, this event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls, our 1-hour time limit for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing here in this corner, 226 pounds from Florida, Hacksaw Sawyer. At this time, I take pleasure in introducing the World's Heavyweight Champion, 240 pounds from Minneapolis, who has been one of the most sensational cards in the East for several years, Ric Flair.
And Buddy Rhodes is coming down to ringside.
Hack, you'll have to give me that belt. Did you bring the belt? I am asking Hack to turn the Pacific Coast belt over to me, which he holds, because if he should win this World Championship tonight, we'll have to have a tournament for the Northwest Regional belt. And I believe that this Hacksaw, I have great pride in this boy because he's certainly come along and he could easily win the World Heavyweight Championship. What do you want?
I have a special announcement to make. And that is this. This Tuesday night, you got a Portland special. Now, I asked to wrestle Ric Flair for the World's Heavyweight Championship tonight, and Hack Sawyer got the shot. So, I would like to meet the winner of this match Tuesday night in the Portland Sports Arena. But, I'm going on record as to say this. If you win, I'll wrestle you, and if you win, I'll wrestle you. But when I win that title Tuesday night, I will wrestle in Seattle, I'll wrestle in Salem, I'll wrestle in Eugene. I will make my home here, then I will go around the world and defend the title. But if I lose if I lost that match Tuesday night, if I don't walk out of the ring with the World's Heavyweight Championship around my waist, I'll leave the Northwest.
Let's see what Don Owen has to say.
Let me say one thing to you. Go home and start packing, because it's going to be me.
Well, all right. There's one thing I didn't add to this. I would like to have my own referee.
Well, we will have to see what becomes of that. Right now, we've got the excitement of World Championship action right now, and there it is. You think it's pretty? Well, we can't get a real good shot of it, of course. But I'll tell you this, and that little trinket in income is worth at least $250,000 a year to the man who holds it. Some say $500,000. Because of the fact that you are always wrestling, you are the highest percentage paid wrestler in pro wrestling in the world when you hold that title. Interesting situation. Both these wrestlers like to put their men away with the figure 4 leg lock. It is Ric Flair's favorite hold. It is also Hack Sawyer's hold. And Hack has told me, and he mentioned it last week, that having it as my favorite hold, I have learned the counter to it. If you want something to put men away, you yourself have to know how to get out of it. Into the ropes. Our first lockup, our first break in, it's clean. Lock up on the ropes. And a clean break. Go behind, body lock. Drops in, trying to find a handle. Ric Flair unable to come up with a hold. Ric Flair and the Playboy started about the same time. They entered wrestling both in Minnesota. Hack Sawyer showing his agility. They went different ways about 7 years ago. Rose, of course, came to the West Coast, to Oregon. Flair went to the East. Both ruled the roost for all this time. Both, of course, peroxide blondes, as you know. Both very fancy in some of their gear. Both making a lot of money and spending a lot of money. Side headlock. Hack Sawyer with the hold. Wall to wall. And 6 feet tall, the wrestling pins. Here at the Portland Sports Arena. 289-4222, the number to call for the Tuesday night reservations. You can call tomorrow. Tomorrow and Tuesday, but chances are they'll be gone by tomorrow. If you call Tuesday, you'll probably be too late. Flea market opens at 8 o'clock in the morning, closes about 3 tomorrow afternoon. During those hours, you can come out back and forth. A reverse on the hip drop. Hack Sawyer making a good move. Now they're nose to nose and talking. The insult slap from the world champ. Hacksaw's not going to like it. On the ropes near the corner. They work themselves off the ropes. They're locked up. Side headlock, go behind, front forward trip. Trying to find a headlock, couldn't find it. Flair is dead. Hacksaw Sawyer dropped him. Knee lift to the midsection. Judo chop. The whip. Caught him with an elbow. Hack in some trouble now. Turnbuckle treatment. Gonna go for the belly-to-belly suplex. Has him in the air. Nailed him. He'll cover him with the body press. Hooks the outside leg, and he gets out of it. That looked like first fall right there. Side by side. Gets him the sit-out backbreaker. Some places called the atomic drop. Now covers with the body press, hook in the outside leg. He gets the arm outside the rope. The arm is outside the rope. Stop that count. Front headlock and tightening down on it. Frank Bonema calling the action for you on Portland Wrestling. Glad you're with us tonight. Maybe this is what I have been feeling. The excitement of the last few weeks. The world champion defending his title against one of the most popular champions ever in the Northwest. A full house watching it. And coming to you, bringing it to you on old Channel 12. That headlock, Ric Flair. Flair, an elbow smash. They are trading blows to the midsection. Now going upstairs to the head. Hack Sawyer working on Flair, and the crowd's going wild. Upside down. Out of the corner, Flair ripped and whipped hard. Can he put him away? Big shoulder throw back drop. Hack Sawyer's got it working. Hack Sawyer's got the world champion in trouble. Can he get a pin? Count of two, and that's all. Grabs the front headlock or front chancery. It's the chancery. The challenger for the world title. Taken in a corner. He had quite a flurry there. but unable to put the champ away. Flair. Let loose. Suddenly comes in to the corner after a dazed Hacksaw. Hacksaw comes flying out with an elbow smash of his own. They are trading blows. They are swinging away toe to toe and nose to nose. Flair punished on the rope. He catches him with a Cobra clutch. He catches him with a sleeper. Oh, what a shocker this is. Flair got out of it. He rolls him up with a small package. He's taken over with a small package. 2, 3. The champion wins the first fall. What a masterful move. Woo. What action, but a champion winning the first fall. How much did Hacksaw learn about his opponent? We know he's been watching tapes, what he could. Whew, well, the first fall. First fall, I'll tell you, is something else. Why don't I move over to my interview position? And I'll have a message for you. I hope I can do this, because we've got 2 live commercials coming up. And I'm going to be talking to a couple guests here in just a minute. But first, I want to tell you that I got to give you the hard sell for Tom Peterson. Tom says, now you only got a couple 30-second messages, Frank. You got to really hit them with a hard sell. And our hard sell this weekend is have a very happy Easter, won't you? Tom Peterson going to close the store there at Southeast 82nd and Foster Road so that he and his family and all of his employees and their families can have a very happy Easter. So whatever you want to buy, it'll still be there on Monday. So take the opportunity to have a wonderful Easter Sunday, won't you? Tom says, happy Easter. Now we're going to call Mr. Phelps in here, the track announcer, Keith, and a friend of yours. What's happening at Speedway tomorrow?
Well, if you're a racing fan, ladies and gentlemen, Sandy Barr's Rose City Speedway has the Mighty Midgets tomorrow afternoon, along sharing the program with the Mini Indies. And as an Easter gift to the kids, Sandy Barr is going to allow all children under 13 to be admitted free, accompanied by an adult. I'd like to introduce one of our track sponsors, Frank Cinetti Jr.
I'm proud to be one of the sponsors out at Rose City Speedway, and remember, when you need painting, call me, Frank Cinetti Jr., 281-8846. Thank you.
Okay, that's the message. I'll have Sunday racing out there. Thank you very much, Keith. And we, I believe, are going to keep it right here. Oh, okay. We will be right back to talk to the Headaches after this timeout.
Win pickups and cash, plus great hourly prizes by listening to 97 Country AM. Here's Gary Gallagher to tell you about it.
Enter a friend, and you could both win a brand new pickup and $1,000 cash and a trip for 2 to Hawaii for you. Enter 2 friends and double your chances of winning. Listen to 97 Country AM for complete details. Enter the Tell-a-Friend contest as many times as you have friends. Then listen and win.
97 Country.
Just in case you haven't heard of him, the Army certainly has. Kurt Hennig, Larry the Axe Hennig. Kurt, you've been taking it to the Army.
Well, Frank, you know, all these people around here, I've been telling them for the last couple of weeks, they've seen what's happened, they've seen the Army, they've seen what they've done to me behind my back. I told them my father wanted to come in and be my partner, and here he is now, and he's here, and we're here to do something to the Army that they've never had done to themselves before.
Well, you know, Kurt's been wrestling since he's been in 6th grade. We come from a long line of good wrestling families, and we try to wrestle right, and we try to wrestle according to the rules. And I was up in Minnesota sitting there
bear hunting with a switch, and I got a phone call, and they said that these guys are trying to stampede over the Hennigs. Doesn't make any difference who it is. If you do something to one Hennig, you do something to all the Hennigs. And what that means is war. And we've always been thick. I've got 5 children, and he's one of them, and he's one of the toughest. And we're here to take care of each other. And if whoever stands in our way, we're going to be damn tough to put up with.
I tell you, he backs up his words. Kurt, Larry, thank you very much. Once again, I want to repeat what Don Owen said when he introduced the match, that it is particularly at the request of the sponsors, Tom Peterson and Marv Tonkin, that the World Championship match is coming to you on local television, something that hardly ever happens. So keep that in mind, won't you? We got the sponsors. We got the best ones you'll find anywhere. Here's one of them talking about Marv Tonkin Ford.
Marv Tonkin Ford, we're your number one. Marv Tonkin Ford, we're your number one. Marv Tonkin Ford, we're your number one. At the number one family Ford store, we have the car just right for you. A special buy, good mileage to come in and see us. At Marv today, your number one. At the number one family Ford store. Come in and see us at Marv's today, your number one. At the number one family Ford store. Marv Tonkin Ford.
First 6 weeks I had this bike, it never left the garage. Couldn't afford the insurance. But now, all's well. Because my independent agent told me about how Dairyland Motorcycle Insurance gives good rates to good riders. Most folks can buy it by the month, too. Lets you ride when you want. Why, if it wasn't for Dairyland, I'd still be in that garage instead of here with my son. Ask your independent agent about motorcycle insurance from Dairyland. They're part of Century, and with Century, you know all's well.
The bell rings, the bell rings. And we are ready for second fall action. And let's face it, do or die for Hacksaw Sawyer. One of the many cliches that we can borrow from other sports. Never say die, Hacksaw Sawyer. How about this one? For Hacksaw, there's no tomorrow. And that is indeed true in this situation. He has lost the first fall to win the heavyweight championship of the world. He has to win 2 straight falls now against a very, very talented and tough Ric Flair. But we've seen him do tough things before. Battling for the top wrist lock. Flair seems to have it. No, he's coming back against it. Coming back. And turns it into a side headlock. Hacksaw is lifted, dropped. He keeps the hold. It's your boy, Ric Flair, brought right over the top. 289-4222, the number to call. Normally that number is answered, is man or woman, on Sundays and Tuesdays. I would say that by Tuesday, probably all the ringside seats will be gone. You can try if you want to, but I'd call that number tomorrow, or better yet, come out to the flea market. Go to the concession stand, because you can buy your ticket, and then you get it right away. When you come out here Tuesday night, you don't have to stand in line. If you make telephone reservations, they must be picked up no later than 8 o'clock. Or will go on sale to the general public. They're not picked up by 8. him with a flying tackle across. Leapfrog by Flair. Flying body press. He might have him. Not quite. Sandy Barr took a bump. Oh, almost. Flying body press. Elbow smash to the ribs. Judo chop. Tell you it's wilder here tonight than at a Billy Rancher in the Unholy Gods Jam section. It is wild. Elbow smash, back of the head. Uppercut. The young Floridian is down. Flair going to try to put him away. Knee drop. Hacksaw. Looks like he has had it. 1, 2. Kicks out of it. Kicked out. Just barely in time. He goes in behind. Sit out backbreaker on Flair. He flipped all the way up from behind. Sit out to his back. Forearm smashes back of the head. A whip. He went to catch him with a shoulder throw backdrop. Flair came up short, and they both banged. Flair's favoring the left arm. And trying to get Flair in the grapevine. He's got him in an abdominal stretch. Flair saying no. Refusing to submit. Hacksaw stretching him out. Flair able to pull him over the top. Hacksaw getting out of the way on that elbow drop. And that was right misses from Flair, but not Hacksaw's. His landed. Ric Flair, the most colorful world champion in decades, and some say maybe the most talented. Whether he's better than Funk, Briscoe, whoa! Harley Race, yet to be seen. Only a track record can prove how good you are. Sawyer is down on the concrete. Through the ropes. He's out on this side. Flair going on after him. Flair outside the ring, giving him punishment. Taking him into the steel ring post. Flair working on the challenger outside the ring. And I'll tell you something that shows that Flair is getting worried about this guy. He's trying to take care of business wherever he has to. Ric Flair has one fall up, but he is not cocky, I don't think, but feeling he's got this man nailed. Shoulder breaker. Covers him with a body press, and that could be it. No! Flair thought sure he had 2 count, or 3 count rather. Sota. 1, 2, and he kicks out again. Ric Flair. 3 times he has nearly nailed the challenger. Into the ropes. Over the top. Got him with a victory roll. Can he get the pin? No, he cannot. Flair able to kick out of it. We are in second fall action. The champ, Flair, is pulled to the mat in a backslide, nearly the count of 3. Kick to the midsection. Elbow smash, top of the head. Remember, Buddy Rose has challenged the winner of this match. We haven't heard if John Owen has given it to him. If he got the winner, it'd be the last we'd see of Rose, if we understand everything right. We'll go into that more later. I'll tell you, these two guys are groggy. They are really expending some energy. Hacksaw's got to be worried to not get disqualified. Takes him out of the corner. No, it's reverse. It's Hacksaw. Whipped hard into the corner. The heavyweight champion of the world, Ric Flair. Working on an elbow smash. And here's the figure 4. No, he got kicked off on it. The figure 4 is what the champ likes to put his opponents away with, and it's what he's trying to put on. This is where Hacksaw said he had a counter to it. Let's see if he can keep it. He small packages him. 2, 3. Hacksaw Sawyer wins the second fall. Hacksaw Sawyer with a brilliant small package after he had successfully defended against Flair, putting on the... We're going to run down the towns here in just a moment. Hey, just a second. I'll give you a rundown of the towns where wrestling is. And remember, all of these through until next Saturday, as far as I know, the heavyweight champion of the world is appearing. And on most of the cards, so is Jimmy Offey, who is here for our first match tonight. So, some of the action and where it's coming up all week long. Findlay, Washington, up by the Tri-Cities area. Monday, Longview. Tuesday, here a big card in Portland. Wednesday, a super shootout in Seattle. Thursday, there's a giant card down at Salem. And that is at South Salem High School on Thursday. Friday, Eugene, the Fairgrounds. Elton Owen's got a super one there. Rocky Johnson getting the shot. Next Saturday, we'll be back in Portland, and a week from tomorrow is Tacoma, Washington. Right now, we're going to take the moment to talk to the big match at South Salem High School. Sandy Barr, Rocky Johnson.
Yes, I understand that Rocky signed a contract 2 weeks ago to go in Eugene against the champion. So, you know, you won the Battle Royal in Salem last week, and that gave you the
opportunity to wrestle him there, right?
Right. So you got 2 chances now. Do you want to take both of them or not?
Well, why not, man? This is something I've been waiting for a long time. So I'll take him, I'll wrestle him and sell him, and maybe when I come to Eugene, I'll be the champion there. But I definitely will take him Thursday and Friday, too.
Great.
Okay, we can tell you this. It's going to be Ric Flair and Rocky Johnson Thursday and Friday. No doubt about it. Do we stay right here now, or do we go away, or do I do my interview? We're ready to talk to a man that it sounds to me like if you were given that match Tuesday, you're gone either way.
No, if I win the title Tuesday night, I will defend the title in Seattle. I'll defend it in Salem. I'll defend it in Eugene. I'll make my home here. I'll still wrestle here. But when there's a title defense to go on, I will go out and defend the title, whatever city calls for it. Now, I have always won the big ones, right, Frank? Have I always won the big ones? Now, this is the biggest one of my career. I have been fighting all my life, and so has every wrestler in the NWA and professional wrestling, to become the best that professional wrestling has to offer. Ric Flair and Hacksaw Brett are going at it right now. The winner of that match will face me Tuesday night in the Portland Sports Arena. Now, I am so sure I ran out Killer Brooks, I ran out Jimmy Snuka, I ran out Jesse Ventura, and I ran out the last but not least and the hardest one of all, Roddy Piper. But, Ric Flair, you and I both come from the same background. We both live the same lifestyles. We both make a lot of money. The difference is my $100,000 a year, $250,000 to $500,000. Well, I'd rather make $250,000 to $500,000 a year, and the only way to do it is to beat the world's heavyweight champion. And I'm going to take that belt, and I am going to win it Tuesday, and if I don't, I will leave the Northwest. One more quick thing. Don Owens told me the only fair way to do it, he's going to put all the names in a hat, and at the end of the show, he's going to have a drawing to decide who will be the referee, and that's the fair way. I'm winning it. I'm not going to leave. If I lose, I will leave. You're looking at the new world's heavyweight champion.
We'll be right back after this from our talking.
How long are we going to sit around and let foreign competition destroy everything that's sacred to us? Have we forgotten what we're all about? Have we forgotten the will to win, dying for a cause, believing in a dream? I don't think so. I don't think our souls will let us forget that Americans are winners.
Happy Easter from all of us at Marv Tonkin Ford.
The Blazers nail the Clippers. Live from San Diego, Thursday at 7:30 on KPTV 12, Portland.
Well, there he is, one leg up to the World Championship. Talking about a rock group a little earlier. I don't know why he said I meant to say Billy Rancher. Excitement in the air, like a rock and roll jam section, or a Grand Ole Opry, or whatever. Sports arena, wall to wall. And I'll tell you, you could tell by some of the moves there. At this point, Ric Flair is very, very, very concerned about that world title. He nearly had Hacksaw beaten 2 straight falls a number of times, could not put him away. He could not get his figure 4 leg lock on him, which is near as close to a guaranteed winner as you're going to get. But coming out here in third fall action, he's taking it right to Hacksaw. 1 count is all he got that time. Hacksaw's hanging in with him. Going to use the pile driver and nails him. 1, 2. Hip toss. Another pile driver. He's trying it. And he gets backdrop for his troubles. Hacksaw backdropping the champ, Ric Flair, now going after him. Flair in trouble in the corner. taking punches to the midsection. Sandy Barr warning him to get out of the corner. A kick by Flair. Riding him to the side. Headlock. They collide, and man, did their heads snap together. Flair is up first, but they really trained each other. A knee drop on Sawyer. Covered with a body press, but not pinned. Flair is caught. The leg is caught in the air. He wanted a knee drop. The figure four. Can he get it on? He's got it. He's got the figure four leg lock. We may be seeing it. The youngest world champion ever. The figure four leg lock. Hacksaw's got it on the champion. The figure four. He made it to the ropes. He made it to the ropes. Oh. Hacksaw using the very hold that Flair has used so often. Flying body press, but he's turned over. A good move by Sawyer, but admittedly a better move by the champion. A vertical body press, but Flair was able to duck under it, come up on top. Ric Flair remains the heavyweight champion of the world, but I'll tell you, he cannot have been very much closer to losing that than he was right here tonight. Ric Flair with a small package, diving underneath. Hacksaw Sawyer made a memorable, a gutty attempt trying to win that championship when he had that figure four. It looked like he had it made. Well, we got more show, a lot more. The excitement isn't over. The excitement is not over. We'll be right back after we hear from Tom Peterson.
Ooh, you are so dear. Come on, baby, I'll buy you a beer. Bull. If you want to get your message through loud and clear, the Bull shows a lot more taste than beer. So bold, so smooth. Yeah, Schlitz malt liquor is in the groove. Don't say beer, say Schlitz malt liquor. Bull. No one does it like the Bull.
Once again, time for the hard sell message from Tom Peterson. As I told you, he instructed me really shoot it to him, Frank, in your 30 seconds. And that is just to have a happy Easter, will you? Please keep in mind that Tom has closed up the store. He and Gloria going to have their family Easter. All the employees of Tom Peterson's, that way they can have their family around, celebrate the Easter Sunday, and you do the same. Tom Peterson closed Easter. They'll be open again for Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, we take the rare opportunity to talk to the heavyweight champion of the world, still holding that title, Ric Flair.
Well, let me make one thing very clear. Everywhere I travel around the world, they say, Ric Flair, if you want to be the total world champion, you've got to go into the Great Northwest and wrestle for Don Owens. He's one of the big-time wrestling promoters of all time, one of the big men in the National Wrestling Alliance. And I made it a point to make sure that I came out in this area so that everybody that's heard, dreamed, and prayed for now has got a chance to see what a real live world champion looks like. Now, they all know that I was born with that golden spoon, that I wear the finest clothes, drive the biggest cars, and date the most beautiful women in the world. Not only because I'm Ric Flair, the man, but because I'm the world champion, the greatest athlete alive. And I came here because of guys like Rose and Oliver and Bourne, Hacksaw Reed, Buzz Johnson, Hacksaw Sawyer, Rocky Johnson, all the big names, Kurt Hennig, another youngster trying to make a big name for himself out here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one way to make a big name for yourself is to get in the ring with Ric Flair. I'm the man, I'm the world champion, and I don't care who it is, where it is, anytime. You get in the ring with Ric Flair, and we'll find out what you're really made out of. You understand?
Woo! Nature Boy Ric Flair, the heavyweight champion of the world. And that will continue to be that will be the case until tomorrow when he defends it again. It's one thing about being the champion. When you're on top many, many times, as it's been said, it is a lot easier to get to the top than it is to stay on top. I think Hacksaw Sawyer would tell you that. And Ric Flair, well, he's there, but he's meeting the challenge. Going around the Northwest and everywhere he goes, he puts that title on the line. Okay, we are just going to keep it here. We have a couple of matches. The championship match put on earlier so that there would be a full complement of time for the match. And again, I want to say that Don Owen, at the request of the sponsors, asked Flair if he would consent to wrestling on television. It is hardly, if ever, done on local television. The world champion just does not appear on local TV. In this case, he did, and it was at the request of the sponsors. So those of you who wouldn't otherwise get the chance to see the world champ here in the local area, why don't you drop by and stop them, even if you don't need any of their products. Stop by the stores of the people who sponsor wrestling and say, can't do any business with you right now, but I do want to say thank you for bringing us wrestling on television. And a reminder, too, the Hennigs go against the Army later on. That will not be on television. It does not appear. So be sure and listen tomorrow morning at KYXI Radio. 818, 918, and 1018. 3 different reports on what happened at wrestling. We call them Wrestling Wrap-Up. That's kind of a tricky name. A week from tonight, Mitch Mitchell, a rough son of a gun out of Mississippi, makes his debut here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 260 pounds, from Venice Beach, California, Dizzy Hogan. His opponent in this corner, 240 pounds, from Houston, Texas, King Parsons.
The unpredictable Dizzy Hogan doing some posing. This is one fall or to a TV time limit. Oh, what a match. I'll tell you, I did not turn on my tape recorder. Video cassette recorder, if anybody has a tape of tonight's show that I could get a copy, I'd sure love it. That was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. Hogan going after Parsons before Parsons even got his shirt off. He kind of got his arms locked up there. Oh, into the ropes. And out on the concrete he goes. Rocky Johnson's getting the opportunity to wrestle for the World Championships. He has wrestled, if I remember the record correctly, 3 times. I think he wrestled Harley Race 3 times for the World Championship. And each time took it to a time limit draw. So maybe the 4th time is the charm for him. I'll have to wait and see. Hogan working pretty good on King Parsons from before the bell rang. In Salem, remember, the matches are at South Salem High School, just a little south of downtown. Well, a week of watching a world champion, one of the most colorful wrestlers to hold that title or to come into wrestling in many a year. The man with the fantastic robes. You saw just one of them tonight, talking about Ric Flair. Travels, I understand, most places by Learjet and limousine. Always accompanied by pretty girls. Similar to Buddy Rose in many respects. Rose has made a lot of money over the top. 1, 2. Rose has made a lot of money, and some say he throws it around like manhole covers. Elbow miss. Looked like Hogan was going to nail him with that right elbow, but failed to do so. I'm still going over the wording. I'm trying to think of what Rose might have said. He said, if I don't leave the ring with the championship. In other words, he didn't say anything about draws, getting disqualified, or anything else. I can't figure any loopholes that he's left. Hogan over the top. It seems to me as if Rose has said, if I lose, if I don't win, I'll leave the Northwest. And of course, he says that he's going to win, and when he does, he will headquarter here in Portland. But of course, the champion of the world is mostly on the road. He says he'd still wrestle out of here. Arm drag slam, and another Hogan. And they're going to bail out, take a little walk. Sandy Barr having some disagreement with Parsons. What it was, get Parsons hot. Telling Parsons not to make the fist. Parsons saying, I'm just making it to move in on him. Now hit with the open hand. Side headlock by the King. Sugar King Parsons from Houston, Texas. And against the Californian from Venice, Busy Hogan. Right tackle puts him down. Whoa! He went for side headlock and missed it. Sandoval repeatedly warning Parsons about closing his hands into a fist. I don't know. He never do get the numbers, but this looks like a record crowd to me. Maybe not. I think when Piper went against Rose, they may have put more people in here. It's got to be the second largest crowd ever, though, that's here in the sports arena. Body lock. Call it a bear hug. Hogan with the bear hug, grinding down. The whip into the corner. Hogan whips him into the ropes. Catches him again with the bear hug. Elbow smash, side of the head. Stuns Hogan for just a moment. He drops the hold, goes right back at him. The whip into the ropes. Went for the shoulder throw. Parsons coming over the top with a victory roll, but Hogan can get into the ropes and does. Small package, 1, 2, and kicks out of it. Billy Goat butt to the midsection. I think I hear the bell ring. There's such a big crowd here, a lot of confusion, a lot of noise. It is a time limit draw. And I believe, okay, we're going to hold it right here and either call out the next match or have an interview come up, whatever they decide in the back there. Okay, we're going to hold it right here. We've got another standby bout. So I think we're going to ring the bell and get them out. What a crowd. I'll tell you, it's a great one. Wrestling has been super. And a challenge by Rose, I tell you, I've seen so many times where he's used something about, well, I didn't get beat, it went to a draw or something, but the way he has stated this, I don't know. We might, well, I won't say anything. Buddy Rose thinking, and I believe that he feels that Flair is not very tough. I believe that he is underestimating Ric Flair. Well, we'll be seeing, won't we, in a few days. A week from tonight, Mitch Mitchell makes his debut, wild man out of Mississippi. Week from tonight, big three-sided team bout involving the Hennings and the Army. In May, besides Andre the Giant, we will be seeing Dave Schultz, 265 pounds, one of the meanest men in wrestling today.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that world champion Ric Flair will defend his title here next Tuesday night. And what Rose said tempts me very much, that if he says that if he can't win the championship, he'll pack up and leave himself. And So we're going to give Rose that chance because I won't probably get an opportunity like this again. The next bout, ladies and gentlemen, will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 240 pounds from Hong Kong, Chan Lee. His opponent in this corner, 250 pounds from California, Rocky Johnson.
Not much doubt who the crowd likes. Former U.S. heavyweight champion of the world. I'll tell you, we got this. It's stand-by bout, as we told you. Underneath, coming back to his feet. The man does so many things. He is big. He is super agile. Does a little dancing over the top with a victory roll. 1, 2, 3. Rocky Johnson, I think, doing a little advertising. He gets 2 opportunities this week, at least 2, to go against the world champion Ric Flair. And he may have been advertising just a little bit some of the things he can do. He got in there, didn't show a whole lot of them, just enough of them. Ric Flair back in the dressing room watching the monitor, I'm sure he's saying to himself, whoa, the man has still got the speed, and everybody knows he's got the size. There's excitement in the air, and it continues. Woo! Well, we've got Dave Clark coming in. We got Mitch Mitchell coming in, Andre the Giant, and for the remainder of this week, the heavyweight champion of the world, Ric Flair. Many say maybe the best that ever held that global title. Time will tell. The next few days will give us some indication, because he's going up against some tough competition. He's getting some real challenges here in the Northwest. We'll be right back. We'll have an interview and wrap up the show, but first, we're going to hear from Al Tonkin from Marv Tonkin Ford.
Marv Tonkin Ford is proud to announce a new cash assistance program from Ford. You get 5% cash back from Ford on any new Mustang, Granada, Fairmont, Escort, or EXP, plus Ford Care coverage, and that pays for almost everything but the gas for the first 2 years or 24,000 miles. But Marv Tonkin Ford does the factory and the competition one better, because right now we'll give you $2,000 off dealer window sticker on any new EXP like this, or $1,000 for your old car and trade, even if you have to push, pull, or drag it in on any new Mustang like this, or for that matter, any other Ford, even if you have to push, pull, or drag it in. But if you don't have a trade, well, we'll still allow you an additional $500 off dealer window sticker on any new car or truck. Remember, if you buy your new Ford before checking the deals at Marv Tonkin Ford, it'll probably cost you more. Now, that's at Marv Tonkin Ford, and that's the family Ford store, where, of course, you, the customer, are always #1. But I want you to remember that we are going to be open this Easter. In fact, we'll open Easter Sunday at 10 o'clock and probably be open till 8 or whatever the traffic bears. That's at Marv Tonkin Ford, and that's the family Ford store.
Monday in Longview, Seattle, Wednesday, Thursday, Salem, Friday, Eugene. This man will put the heavyweight title of the world on the line, and especially next Tuesday here against Buddy Rose. Ric Flair.
They tell me that Buddy Rose is a real big deal in this part of the country. He's a real man. Not real popular with the people, but a real hometown man. A little country like most of the people around here, so basically they understand him. Now, he had the nerve to get in the ring a little while ago with the world champion and tell everybody here, and let's face it, he wasn't talking to Hacksaw Sawyer, he was talking to me. He told me that if he didn't beat me for this 10 pounds of gold, that he was going to pack his bags and go. You better learn something right away, my friend. This is my interview time. And if you don't want to pack your bags tonight, you'll stand behind Mr. Owens. As you remember, I want my own referee. Don Owens said, the only fair way, if you'll give me this match, is we'll pull it out of a hat. Bonema, you pull. All 8 wrestlers put their name in the hat. You pull out the name, and that man will be the referee of the match. And then, Flair, you're going to lose your title.
Just a minute. The only reason why I'm going to go for this is because you volunteered to leave in case you don't win the World Championship.
Who's the referee? Kurt Hennig is the referee.
Don't tell me! Don't you tell me! Flair, I'm giving it everything I got!
I told you a minute ago, to you it's Mr. Flair. And brother, these people don't know a lot about me. They know I make a lot of money, and I'll bring you a first-class ticket on any airline you want Tuesday night. Understand that?
Everything is on the line Tuesday night. If I don't win, I'll leave. But I'll tell you what, that's how sure I am. You people, Tuesday night, will witness the World Heavyweight Championship change hands. Flair, we started together, and we'll end it together. But you're going to leave without that belt, and I'm going to defend it from here on out after Tuesday night. This is the ultimate. I'm not going to quit. The biggest match in my 6 years here, and you people will see me win that title. And I promise you that will happen.
Well, I just promise you that something's going to happen, and it'll be history in the making. Frank Bonham bidding you. Good night, everybody.
And I'll still win anyway.
From the Portland Sports Arena, this has been Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Marv Tonkin Ford, we're your number one. And by Tom Peterson's. They're closed for Easter at 82nd and Southeast Foster Road.
Movie 12 is next on KPTV.
Great numbers from Renault.
Went on assignment to South America to trace the route of illicit drugs entering the Northwest. That was an exclusive. And when Tim Hillard reports live nightly from Washington, D.C. by satellite, that's also an exclusive. At Channel 2 News, exclusives make the difference between just reporting the news and covering it.